Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video on Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Today I have a special guest named Xero. Introduce yourself.
What's going on, guys? It's Xero back, and I actually do remember saying I was gonna double upload, but you know, me not keeping track of time, I didn't get to upload the video, but now I'm gonna bring it for you guys today. Finally, after one whole day, bringing back the video.
And so guys, me and Xero have been going through a lot of trouble trying to get this audio and everything working fine. We even recorded a video before this one and that one didn't turn out too well. So we're making another one. So the topic that we had in mind earlier while we was recording, me and Xero, we were talking about which COD game would be your favorite and what are the flaws of the newest COD games such as BO3 and Infinite Warfare. So Xero, what are your thoughts on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare?
Like, to me, Infinite Warfare, when I first played it, you know, but everybody was equals, no variants, like, you know, everybody using K-bars, MV4s, everything was perfectly fine until they decided to, like, you know what, let's start getting variants, and the game just became, like, so overpowered that I couldn't do jack shit about it, to be honest. The game, to me, like, if you're a new player and, like, let's say you get the game late, you're basically done because you can't really do anything about it because, well, you're not gonna have any variants to begin off with, and you're gonna be, like, getting outgunned pretty easily. So I find it kind of unfair, but at the same time, you know, it's just like Advanced Warfare in a sense, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one because Advanced Warfare was the first game to introduce variants. So I feel like Sledgehammer, the one that created Infinite, right?
I believe so.
So I believe Sledgehammer and Infinity were created. What's the game called again? Infinite Warfare. Sorry about that. And I think that's why they implemented epic variants in there. And I believe they took some stuff from BO3 as well. And
Nah, sorry for, you know, interrupting.
But my perspective on Infinite, I actually enjoy Infinite Warfare. I like the game. The game is pretty fun to play. I do like the variants because it makes the game even funner to, you know, oh man, I suck with the sniper, but it makes it even more fun to actually get into it, you know? But I do agree with you on the fact that about the epic variants, how, like, it is pretty overpowered to have epic variants. I ain't gonna lie to you. Starting off the game, I started a little late on Infinite, so when I started, there were a lot of people with epic variants of guns, and it was kind of hard for me to even get adjusted to the game when people had epic variants of the gun, and it was pretty difficult. The game wasn't as fun as I thought at first. It became more fun after I pulled a couple more guns, but other than that, Xero, you have the point there because you do make a point that it's hard to play the game when you first start when you have no variants. So it's kind of like an Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, in a sense, it's kind of like Advanced Warfare. You know, let's say you play the game like a month later, and you're sitting there like thinking, okay, I have no variants, but all these guys have variants, and I can barely get one kill or even win a gunfight against them because of those variants, because of the benefits. It's like saying, oh, let's have a regular M4, no variant, nothing, go up against a Chaos. The odds of you winning that gunfight are kind of low. The reason being is because the Chaos has more benefits than a regular M4. But of course, it depends on what attachments you're running. It can't always be about the variant benefits.
Yeah.
It's always about what attachments you also are running. Of course, you can't just like have a gun with basic variants and, you know, I mean attachments. I don't know how I'm making it work. But you can't always have a gun with like regular attachments and then just expect to win gunfights against variants. Like, there's a reason why the variants are better than the common guns.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, everything's divided out. That's how I see it.
Well, Xero, you do make a point there because you can't always win a gunfight with the better variant because who knows, maybe your aim is worse than the guy with the regular variant, or maybe your aim is a little bit better but your attachments aren't as good. So I think that's the kind of point you was trying to put down, which is true, because I can have a epic Chaos, you can have a regular MV4 like you said, and I can lose that gunfight and you could win. So that's where you make the point at, and which is actually very, very, very justable.
Yeah, but, you know, let's switch it up a little bit. Let's say that we both have regular before. We're kind of equal, don't you think? Like, when it comes to stuff like that?
Yeah, if we both have variants, epic variants, you said, right?
Yeah, if we both have, like, regular MV4s.
Yeah, if we both have regular MV4s, yeah, we should be equal depending on our aim and the way the attachments we put on, kind of like you said. Because everything differs. The gun may be better with a certain attachment or it might be worse with a certain attachment. You never know. And Xero took the W on this one. He ran way better than me, but don't worry, I'll be back with the comeback. I'll be in first next time.
I know you saw that final kill. But let's switch it around. Like, Adi, what do you think about just Call of Duty like now? Like, you know, it's not boots on the ground anymore. You know, it's all about jumping in the air now, weapon variants, black market, you know, supply drops, stuff like that. Like, I want to hear your thoughts about that.
Well, Xero, my thoughts on that one with the no boots on the ground, where it has to do more like with you know, double jumping and all that. It started back in Advanced Warfare, and I actually did like Advanced Warfare, but the fact is that it changed my my perspective on the games, because it was no longer me just running around and just killing people whenever I seen them. Now it has to do with my aim getting better. I would have to get used to double jumping. I'll have to get used to exo sliding. I will have to get used to all those things, because those things weren't back in Ghost BO2. They started in Advanced. So after Advanced came out, BO3 Infinite came out with the same concept where you have to be in the air, more like future-wise, you know what I mean? So everything changed a little and shifted. But I did like Advanced Warfare, and I do like Infinite, and I do like BO3. So I think this change is something for the better.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. You know, your aim has to start getting better because, you know, now you have people in the air rather than them, like, being on foot in front of you. Meaning that, you know, you're going to have to work on your aim a little bit more. But, like, honestly, the downfall of COD, you know, began right after Ghosts was released. Some people didn't like Ghosts, right? I was a fan of them, not gonna lie, but it wasn't the best. And then when they decided to bring out Advanced Warfare, where they brought out variants for the first time, and exo jumping, you know, that game apparently was trying to redeem like Call of Duty itself. And I'm just thinking like, nah, honestly, if you're gonna try to redeem it, you shouldn't want to bring out something futuristic that people have to get adjusted to, with people jumping, sliding and stuff. Like, it's a whole like new experience of Call of Duty in general, rather than it being boots on the ground like usual. People will be adjusted to.
Yeah. So at that as well, I believe Advanced Warfare was there to help, you know, bring up funds for other games, because I mean, Advanced Warfare did kind of grow a lot and people did like the game, but I believe it was just kind of there for people to grow back into the liking of Call of Duty, because a lot of people from who I know and from what I've seen online did not like Call of Duty Ghosts. I actually loved Call of Duty Ghosts. It was one of my favorites, but I can't say the same for everybody else, because everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So it's a little difficult to say if people like the game or not, because I liked it, but that doesn't mean that you like it, Xero. That doesn't mean that other YouTubers like it, or anybody, just a regular COD player, likes the game. So it's like, I believe Advanced Warfare was made for people to like fall in love with COD again, because after BO2 came Ghost, and a lot of people just stood on BO2. Ghost didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, true. Honestly, Ghost like brought the downfall. Like when I saw that trailer, like since I'm a quickscoper, I'm not one of the best, so I like the quickscope. When I saw like that trailer with like the sniper scope and everything, it looked really good to me. I'm thinking like, yo, this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah.
Then like these games are upcoming, and then I think when I play the game, I'm sitting here like scratching my head like, hold up, like, you know, people die too fast, the maps are too big. So I'm sitting here scratching my head like, really? This is what COD's on to now? Like,
Yeah, I think
that COD anymore.
Yeah, I think the trailer was very fantastic for the game. It made me certainly want the game, so I give them props on that one. They did a good job with the trailer. But the game was fun for me. I liked the trailer and I liked the game, but it did have its downfalls, because I wish the game would have sold more, but there had to be a reason why. Like, there was times where I had, you know, I was pissed off with the game because the game was, you know, tryhards, or there was too many people doing something. And it was kind of difficult to play that game. It really was sometimes, because it's like people would either come down on the game, or people would do unfair stuff in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you about that one. I don't blame you about that. Oh boy. I don't blame you about that one, but it is kind of true that it's been like that. But at the same time, it's kind of always been like that in these past few COD games. I mean, it all started during that game, but there is tryhards left and right in Call of Duty nowadays. You can't really bump into lobbies where, you know, one player is best than the other. I mean, it's always been like that, like the matchmaking. But Call of Duty matchmaking isn't the best at all, honestly. They don't match two other people that are equal to begin with, to be honest with you.
Honestly, I agree with you, Xero. Yo, Jamie, can you leave the party, please? All right. Thank you. Sorry about that, guys, but a friend of mine joined. But to continue the conversation, yeah, so that is something that kind of, you know, was on my mind about Ghost and such. But the games that I did like Black Ops 2, and I did like Black Ops 3 as well, and Black Ops 1. So Treyarch did pretty good, and I feel like Treyarch is the one that keeps Call of Duty alive sometimes, is because
Call of Duty games.
yeah.
And like you can say,
Because they do a good job with creating games where people are actually having fun with. Because to think that we're playing Black Ops 3 right now, and we're having a conversation about COD and such, playing a game that came out about a year ago. So, but don't get us wrong, Infinite Warfare will be on our list to play. So we will be playing Infinite Warfare for you guys.
yeah, definitely. We're gonna try to give those games a chance. You know, that game to me isn't that good at all, to be honest with you. And to me, they just tried to like bring back Advanced Warfare. They brought back variants. That's one. But at the same time, you gotta admit, Infinite Warfare copied half of the specialists from Black Ops 3.
Yeah, that's a complaint I had with Infinite Warfare, is that they did copy a lot of the specialists. They have a couple that are new. I'm not gonna complain. There are some that I actually like that are new, but there are some that are copied. There's not all of them are not new, if you know what I mean.
They took Vision Pulse. They took Kinetic Armor. They took nearly anything that they can fit without Shark saying anything, and they just switched around the names. That's all they did. That's all I can see.
Yeah, they did, because Kinetic in that game is called Reactive Armor, and they did make some of the specialists from BO3 better on Infinite. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
Yeah, for instance,
they did use some stuff.
Vision Pulse can hit the entire map without hesitation at all.
Uh-huh.
The whole map, which is
And it's called Pulsar. It's called Pulsar on Infinite Warfare, if you guys didn't know.
you gotta admit, you gotta give Shark a point for that one, because honestly, what Infinite Warfare did was just take the name and just take out Vision. You just put Pulsar, straight Pulsar.
Straight Pulse. Took off Vision and put Pulse and just added an AR at the end.
Yep, that's all they did. They didn't really change it up. They just made it to where it hits the whole map rather than hitting one section, which I actually love using it for. That's probably like the number one specials I use, because it hits the whole map rather than like that one section.
Okay, so
Beautiful.
enough on your thoughts about that game. How about we get into our thoughts about Call of Duty 4 Remastered? What is your opinion on that game?
Oh boy, I kind of felt this topic coming. That game to me is so overrated for like no reason. The game isn't even that good. Like,
I agree with you.
on the ground, but come on, like it doesn't. To me, all it really did was bring it back, release map packs. That's it. Nothing else. Nothing has changed. That's it. And they brought back supply drops. That's it.
I feel like the game is not that fun. They should have put something else to make it more fun. And I hate how like easy it is for you to die in COD 4 Remastered. It's like the game, you die easy in COD 4 Remastered. Ooh, we lost. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
What in the world? What a Cerberus. But to continue that, yeah, I didn't like COD 4 Remastered so far. I might give it a chance with you, Xero. We could do another dual commentary on that game. But honestly, I didn't really like the game like that, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, it wasn't one of the best. Like, honestly, when I heard it was coming out, I was, you know what, it might be good. Even though I didn't play COD 4, like, at all. Like, even beforehand, I never played that game. I've always, like, you know, played Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, stuff like that, old gen stuff. But when I heard it was coming out, I'm like, you know what, it's gonna be nice. And then, you know, rumors jump around saying, oh, COD 4 Remastered is gonna be better than Infinite Warfare. Some people think it's like that, and other people are assuming, like, nah, Infinite Warfare is better than that game.
Yeah.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, of course. But at the same time, you know, they both aren't that good to me at all. They really fucked up remastered MWR by bringing supply drops in though.